This is a video response to Amit Goswami's Quantum Physics and Consciousness, the third of three. And this is June, giving you my perspective if I am the life essence in his body. What would I say? Okay, and I'll do that from the point of view of oneness. I'll look for points of separations too. Cool. So let's look at what he's saying.
How about, it's been always been confusing to me, how does social consciousness or the play into all this? If I can create my own reality and I'm creating you, are you creating me, or how do we end up creating each other?
That's the whole point. So the social consciousness is basic of it, because the place from which I create, you and I become one. So I can look at your interest and you can look at my interest without any difficulty whatsoever, because this individual selfishness, they just disappear. It's just an illusion. It doesn't exist at that level. But actually, when you analyze this, then it's a little bit more subtle. Why? Because it is still this I that I've identified, this individual that I've identified. This I has to prepare the groundwork for that leap to that.
Okay, so you heard his viewpoint on that. So the I had been identified, he's saying, and that is the point of separation. So if I'm in his body, how would I look at this from the point of view of oneness, which is as me, as him, as you, as all life? Okay. I'd say social consciousness. Are you creating me? Am I creating you? Or what's going on? The fact that we are one from the point of view of the life essence, and we are expressing ourselves in our form, which is your body and my body and other people's bodies. We are actually creating it simultaneously. And so it's very important what we think about or what we talk about, because our words and our thoughts is where the creation happens. Okay. His viewpoint of him looking at another person from his own from within him. I'd like to say something about that. You know, it might be simplistic, but this is my experience, that when I breathe, as I breathe in and pause, and breathe out and pause, and focus on the breath, whatever I hear outside, whatever sound I hear outside becomes mine. Because I'm not focused on my body as separate from everyone else. From that point, I'm one with everything. Whatever I hear becomes mine. See that? Becomes my sound, coming from different forms. Okay, so if I hear a sound of, for example, you're talking about something that judges something as really, really bad, right? From the point of view of it being non-survival to others. Let's say, for example, someone is wanting to kill someone. So then I heard that, it becomes mine. What would I do? Because he will create that reality. and he will create from that, from his words and from his thoughts. And someone trying to steal, and someone trying to abuse someone, right? But if, for example, my expression is the opposite of that, and I know that is not aligned to my expression, even if that is mine, I'm self-responsible for that. So then what will I do at that point? At that point, I will forgive myself for accepting and allowing myself to think about things like that. Even just think about it, maybe not do it yet, right? If I heard someone shouting, "I want to kill you," and I looked within me, and I see some reaction, and I sort of see a picture of me thinking about hating someone and wanting to kill that person, even in just in my thoughts. Before I sort of look at that, and I go, as I breathe in, pause, breathe out, pause, I say, I forgive myself for accepting and allowing myself to think about hate, or allowing myself to hate, for example, my friend, and the name, I will say the name, and say, rather than be the life essence that I am, untouched by hate and its polarities, and remaining in the present every moment. There you have it. That is how I would look at it.